Now we will talk about electron transport chain. That is one of the course content in your biochemistry syllabus, and we will talk about electron transport chain, or ETC, in continuation with glycolysis, Krebs cycle, pentose phosphate pathway, and this is the last or final step in the glycolysis pathway of the glycolysis continuation chain series. So as you can see in the left side in the diagram that from the name of this cycle, you can see it is kind of a chain reaction, and in next slides we will see in detail how this chain reaction it goes smoothly. ETC is the transfer of electrons from NADH and FADH2 to oxygen via multiple carriers. In this picture, these proteins are type of carriers of these electrons. The electrons derived from NADH and FADH2 combined with oxygen, and the energy released from these oxidation reduction reactions is used to derive the synthesis of ATP from ADP. We will follow these steps, or these all points in detail in further slides. And this transfer of electrons is done by multiple carriers, which constitute the electron transport chain finally. Well, this is the site of electron transport chain. It occurs inside mitochondria. You can see the structure of mitochondria. There is outer membrane that is freely permeable to small molecules and ions, and this one is outer membrane, and here this one is inner membrane. Actually, this electron transport chain, the process is happening here. This is impermeable to most of ions, including hydrogen ions. It contains respiratory electron carriers, that is the complexes from 1 to 4, which actually help in the process of electron transport chain. ADP translocases, ATP synthase, and other membrane transporters, etc. And inside the matrix, as you have read, pyruvate dehydrogenase complex is there, citric acid cycle enzymes are there, beta oxidation, amino acid oxidation, DNA ribosomes, and many other enzymes are there in the matrix of the mitochondria. So we will talk about the inner membrane, which is carrying the complexes for electron transport chain. Let's see take the overview of cellular respiration. The glycolysis, pentose phosphate pathway, Krebs cycle, and electron transport chain, all these processes, they belong to cellular respiration. The process of glycolysis starts in the cytosol, okay, and glucose is from glucose pyruvate is produced, right, and 2 molecules of ATP are synthesized. NADH is also produced there, and from the next step, 2 pyruvate enters into Krebs cycle, or citric acid cycle, and here it produces again 2 molecules of ATP, and NADH is produced here in 2 steps. FADH2 is also produced along with 6 molecules of carbon dioxide. Next, from the citric acid cycle, electrons enter into the electron transport chain inside the complexes inside the inner membrane of mitochondria, which carries these complexes, and these complexes finally produce 32 ATP molecules. So in this ETC,